Hello and welcome back. Yes, another episode of Nisei, and of course, if you were here a few minutes ago, you would know that, well, potentially, Araki's sister is in danger. Senjugahara has just released him. Well, allowed him to leave. He kind of broke free. And that there's a potential danger, threat, creepy guy stalking the neighbourhood. Of course, lots of plot threads that are kind of up in the air and don't have much of in the way of information about them, at least immediately clear to me right now. Of course, the best thing to do in this situation is to see what's going on. So let's get started. What exactly has happened here? Well, she doesn't seem to be in too much of trouble. Was it going to be a severe beating, though? Or was it going to be a playful tussle between siblings? As long as it is, reciprocated. She would have found some way to cause him an injury. And what exactly has occurred? I'm not sure I like her new haircut, but oh well. And because it's part of their family dynamic, they are defending him. Well, of course, there's reasons behind it, though, isn't there? Oh, there's only one. Well, apart from Hoshino, there's only one adult that we've seen, and that's Hitagi's dad. Why are they so reliant on her? She's a voice of reason and logic, but hmm. But having a reason. Getting yourself in unnecessary danger because you're facing something that you can't handle, that's never going to be useful. Is this like Scar? It seems like this one's focusing on Only one of the sisters, for some reason. Is this the first time that we've had like trumpets be a prominent part of this music? Is this how she sees herself when she's doing her crime fighting? Finally getting some semblance of bees, though, after being teased with it for 4 episodes. 3 episodes. I can almost hear that picture of the bees. Well, he cares about them and worries about all of them. But for sisters, it's hard. When it's your family, you can be completely irrational. It's a weird kind of dilemma, isn't it? You pretty much do anything for them, even if you don't exactly see eye to eye. So because he's using that honorific, what is it? Because it's so now he's trying to save face, is he? Was that resetting for any purpose, or just to save animation budget? Yes, those. She's not going to let up until he says it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The others didn't work. Who's recording this? And what is with these subtitles? It's like the alternative conversation they could be having. And she's just been, yeah, looking out for them. Okay. Oh, I remember. Mm-hmm. Even though she doesn't feel that way about herself, she has quite low self-esteem. And found what exactly? Why do we keep hearing that name? And what exactly happened? Yeah, clear your mind and cool off a bit, yeah. Was it for putting themselves in that kind of danger? But what exactly was the exchange between the two? Hmm. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm going to look at this as an artistic expression rather than anything else. What the hell? Is he going to have to end up marrying all of them at this point? Yeah, I wouldn't say that he's entirely. Well, it would be quite surprising, wouldn't it? Is she? I haven't heard her speak yet. What's with that timepiece? Oh yeah. Oh, he didn't get out of the chair when Senjikara trapped him by himself. I wonder exactly how much Shinobu has been doing for him behind the scenes. Has she always been able to eat metal? I thought it was donuts that she liked. What? Wash it for you? Or, yeah. So she's ignoring him and just basically going along with what she wants because she's been bored for a while. Don't put it like that! You can ask the question without it seeming so wrong. Mm-hmm. Duck. I wonder why there is. Why did Aragi put petals all in the bath for himself? Is that not allowed? I'm trying to think of an actual reason for this scene to exist other than the obvious. Well, she's got a lot of time to think, hasn't she? And to give him orders, apparently, on what snacks to buy. Okay. So she has been affected by a bee for some reason, or do the others know of her existence? And was it this Kaiki guy that set the bee onto her? Oh no. The fact that she's so calmly explaining all of this and kind of wasting time as well. Also, like almost. Is that metaphorical flames or literal, as in spontaneous combustion? Hmm. So, what were they trying to not make him worry? So, exactly how much information is she able to gather while in his shadow? Is it because all humans look alike to her? How many characters are tsundere? Hmm. But I doubted the legitimacy of that claim. Hmm. It's also possible for a fake to be much more dangerous because they don't know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. How many times is she going to wash her hair? Also, how big is this bathroom? I've just thought about that. Is she know exactly how much can she solve oh by biting people? Okay, fair enough, I guess. Because it's like a venom or a poison, she can't do much about it. 400 years since she's had a bath. Gross. You're the one that got in the bath with him and came out of the shadow without clothes on. And this is Araragi we're talking about. He can't keep himself off of fucking Hachikuchi every time he sees her. He'd be very dangerous and he wouldn't be able to explain it. But also, since she lives in his shadow, is it really worth the trouble? Ah. Extortion. Of course. What is with this weird offbeat animation for this scene? And she's just going to be sitting there. Yeah. Who's the worst to find out about it? His sisters or Senjugahara? Oh! She's a bit protective, isn't she? Great, great cover up. Jesus Christ, Araragi. Giving a detailed description as well. You see, it turns out the entire family is quite dense. And shut the door? And he's had enough of her BS. What's with this tonal shift in conversation? Mm-hmm. Interesting. Exactly how much of his humanity did he retain? Yeah. Is he gonna be able to cope with all that time spent with her? Or die? Hmm. It's an odd thing to think about, and it can give you some dark imagery and thoughts. But is it that simple? One way of putting it. Was she actually asking him if he would, or is it just another game? So how she's saying he might be able to live 400 or 500 years like her. Does that mean she has a time limit on her life? And apart from this episode being used at my inevitable trial, was this a way of having Shinobu show some sort of weakness? And well, she was obviously like. I don't know why I said obviously, because this is still. She treats him the same kind of way that Hitagi does, where it's this insulting, treating him harshly, and yet with this sense of actual caring about it. But Shinobu is obviously not showing it in any way. And they're keeping up this mutual agreement that they can't forgive each other. Yeah, why are you talking about dictionaries and definitions? And synonyms and antonyms and what are you going on about? What? There's a lot of confusion in this episode. At least for me. Why did they have to have that conversation in a bath? I guess some people might not have paid attention if it had happened in a more legitimate kind of way. So, make it memorable. Well, yeah, that's definitely one way of making it memorable. It's definitely a time that I'm kind of grateful that I now live alone again. Because, well, might need some explanation if anyone had walked in. But also, Hanakawa's being the kind of go-to almost role model for the sisters. Partly, I'm guessing, because she's always thinks about things carefully and what the correct decision would be for that given instance. And is probably able to talk them out of doing anything overtly stupid. However, having no self-confidence and always assuming the worst on her own behalf is going to take some toll on her. I also don't know exactly how truthful Hanakawa is being when she was saying what she talked to Hitagi about on the phone. Because there seems to be more to that conversation that we aren't being privy to. And for 4 episodes in, not much has really happened in comparison to Bake, where there was multiple arcs very quick in succession, and it was always moving forward. Was this kind of as loitering and more about interactions with characters rather than the actual story plot? Although it is ramping up with his sister being, well, in mortal peril, essentially, isn't she? Well, this is definitely a strange one, and one that I'm going to have to think about. And there's probably a lot that I'm going to come up with as to what I should have been thinking or what I should have been saying, and kind of piece together everything that's happened. But I might be in a bit of a shell shock right now. But anyway, because I know most of you out there are complete degenerates, I know for a fact that you would probably enjoy this episode. And hopefully you'll still be here for the next episode, lest the authorities come and take you all away. I might double lock my door tonight. But if you did enjoy the episode, let me know by liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Even though hitting the notification bell is a good way to keep informed and up to date. Make sure you don't miss anything. And of course, if you want to join in with the discussion and just general bullshittery, check the links in the description and hop over onto the Discord. Even if you just want to say, hi, I'm here, and then never speak again, like quite a few people. But that's fine. It's telling me that you're trying to put in a bit more effort, and I appreciate it. But until next time, since I am running out of time once again, I guess all of you should stay awesome. Try and get some rest and calm down a bit. And, well, I'll see you in the next one.